today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious, completely gluten-free, grain-free meringue crust, which I've filled with organic vanilla pudding and topped it off with some honey glazed strawberries. This crust is also known as pavlova. So what you'll need is 4 egg whites, 1 tablespoon of organic apple cider vinegar, 3 teaspoons of arrowroot powder, 1/8 of a cup of organic cane sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You'll also need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you'll need some sort of a baking sheet and preferably parchment lined. However, I don't have parchment paper, so I'm not going to line mine today. So first off, start whipping your egg whites until soft peaks form. Okay, so once soft peaks have formed, then it's time to add in the other ingredients. Add in your cane sugar, your apple cider vinegar, your arrowroot flour, and your vanilla. Then simply start beating again until firm peaks form. So once it's firm and glossy like this, it's time to lay it out on our pan. So since I don't have any parchment paper, I just put a little bit more of the arrowroot flour on the pan. And now I'm just going to lay this meringue out onto the pan. And then I'll shape it somewhat like a pie dish. And we want it higher on the sides. And shallower in the center. Okay, so now it's ready to place in the oven. I'm going to turn the oven heat back to 300. And then we're going to place it in the oven for about 1 hour. Then once it's golden brown, I'm going to open the oven door just a crack and leave it in there to cool down slowly for about another hour. So here's the meringue crust out of the oven. I left it in the oven overnight to cool down very slowly so that it would become nice and crispy. And this is a great alternative to any crusts that contain gluten. It's a nice crispy egg white crust. And traditionally it would be filled with whipped cream and fruit. So I'm going to fill mine today with a organic vanilla pudding that I made that has already cooled down, as well as some organic strawberries with just a light honey glaze. And this is just a homemade vanilla pudding or custard, or just to keep it dairy free. You can certainly fill it with whipped cream if you like. So good. And in one of my previous videos I showed you how to make this strawberry preserve or topping. However, I cooked it even less this time. I just barely warmed it, and instead of sugar I just added a little tiny bit of honey. So I'm going to place this with the syrup over the top. And then I'm just going to arrange the strawberry pieces. So there you have it, a completely gluten-free crispy crust filled with strawberries and a custard cream filling.